You can listen to FM 96 anywhere in the world on fm96.com. We stream live, and it's so cool because we've met some really neat people from all over the world because of this. You'll remember a while back, Cesar, he was living in Libya at the time. He came in the FM 96 studio because he was over in Canada visiting friends. I believe he's Portuguese. He lives in Spain now because he was forced to leave Libya when the uprising started. We thought we'd give him a call and find out what his feeling is and how his friends are feeling in Libya now that the country is on its way to being liberated. Let's dial him up here. Numbers are really long to call Libya. Give us a second.
Está sim, boa tarde.
Is this Cesar?
Oh, how are you, Taz? Yes, it is.
Cesar! Hey!
Hey! Long time no see. How are you guys?
Good. Tucker and Kelly are here too.
Oh, Kelly's voice right in my ear. Wow.
Good morning.
The voice everybody talks about.
Where are you this morning, Cesar?
I'm in Oasis in Lisbon, here in my company. Waiting to get back, I guess. Libya.
What exactly were you doing in Libya before the unrest started?
Well, I work for a Portuguese company. We're in the area of engineering, consulting engineering, and we were working directly with the government.
How long were you there before you were forced to leave?
About 2 years and a month, something like that.
So you've got lots of friends living in Libya that are still there, that were fighting to get rid of Gaddafi. Was he really that bad a guy, Cesar?
He was. He actually was, not directly to the foreigners, but for the Libyan people, he was much worse than for us.
When you were living there for 2 years, had people started talking about rising up and trying to force him out?
Well, everybody was afraid. Everybody was always afraid of the regime, and when you talk to them about Gaddafi, you normally don't talk about Gaddafi to people. We don't even say his name out loud. We would say he was the big chief. I was the big chief today. And we wouldn't say his name, but people would come.
He's like Voldemort in Harry Potter. You just don't speak his name.
The evil guy, yeah, he's a bad guy.
So communicating with your friends who are still in Libya, what's the feeling that everyone's having now that the rebels have taken over Tripoli, the big city there?
I can tell you one thing. I got a Libyan girlfriend. Her family's still in Tripoli, and communications with Tripoli was not, well, they cut the internet. Sometimes they would cut the calls. It was very complicated. Then they cut energy. It was depending on the days if we had connections or not. But after, on Saturday, when the rebels got into Tripoli, we were able to call her sister, and they had internet on Facebook. We were like almost there. We would hear the gunshots. They were on the roof celebrating. It was very awesome.
Is your girlfriend's family okay?
Yeah, everybody's very safe. Yesterday we were talking to her sister. They went to Green Square, Martyrs Square, to celebrate, and well, everybody's very happy.
Now, obviously, the conditions in Iraq were a little different than Libya because it was the Americans who overthrew Saddam Hussein. But if you talk to some people, they say the country of Iraq ran a lot better when there was an evil dictator in charge of everything. Is there some fear that the country of Libya is going to be sort of chaotic over the next few years in this sort of state of transition?
Everybody's asking that question. Everybody's comparing Libya to Iraq and to other countries where they made the revolution, even in Tunis and Egypt. Libya is a little different. The people are more united. Everybody talks about the tribes, that the tribes are divide the country up. But if you talk to Libyans, and I know because I have a Libyan girlfriend and she has all these friends, most of the people don't know they belong to tribes. People think, or the more united, they're very united, and I think this is what they want, the revolution. They want the power for the people, and this will not be another Iraq. I would bet this will be much smoother than it was in Iraq.
Cesar, Gaddafi's on the run. He has said that he's going to stay and fight and become a martyr. People you talk to, do they want to see him killed or do they want to see him captured?
Captured. Absolutely captured. Nobody wants to kill him. They want to judge him. In Libya, they want him to suffer all he's done during these 42 years. And it's funny, he says the rebels are the rats and all that stuff, and they're taking medication or whatever. But he's the one that's hiding now. He's the one that's probably in those tunnels, in those holes. He's the rat now.
Well, Cesar, we miss you, buddy. When are you coming back to London?
I was going to say that. It's true. I'll be there in September. I have a wedding of a very good friend of mine.
Okay, we know that Our Lady Peace, Cesar, is your favorite band to hear on FM 96 when you listen online at FM96.com. What Our Lady Peace song do you want to hear this morning?
I love Clumsy. I have to say, I love Clumsy.
Clumsy? We'll play it for you next. Be safe, Cesar. Thanks for listening online.
Thank you very much, guys. You take care, okay? I'll see you in September.